asked me to do yesterday that reminded me of a scripture from the Christian scriptures in Hebrews. It talks about a great cloud of witnesses. That refers to those who have left this life and entered the next life. The bride and the groom want to remember those who, were they still here in the flesh, would be with us at this moment. But because they have passed on, they are not. I am a United Methodist. I come out of the Wesleyan tradition, started in the 18th century in the Wesleyan revival. John Wesley, in his last year of life, shortly before his death, wrote in a sermon about what he thought those who had gone on before us were doing. And he said that they were watching over us who are still here. Now, I know that flies in the face of modern neurobiology and a multitude of psychological theories. But every once in a while, I bet you some of you have the sense that that person who has gone on is still with you. And I believe it goes deeper than just simply the psychological theories. And I'd like to think, even though it sounds like folk religion, that indeed those who we want to remember are in our midst. Now, friends, we are gathered together in the sight of God to witness and join Patrick and Laura in Christian marriage. The covenant of marriage was established by God, who created us, male and female, for each other. With his presence and power at a wedding at Cana, Jesus graced that wedding. And in his sacrificial love, gave us the example for the love of husband and wife. Pat and Laura come now to give themselves to one another in this holy covenant. Laura, Pat, I ask you now, in the presence of God and these your family and friends who are gathered, to declare your intention to enter into union with one another through the grace of Jesus Christ, who calls you into union with himself as acknowledged in your baptism. Laura, will you have Pat to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live? Pat, you have Laura to be your wife, to live together in marriage. Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Who gives Laura to be married to Pat?
I will.